Today, we'll be covering an old favorite of mine, Bending Kamehameha, as requested by The Real E.T. I appreciate you making the request. Now let's get right into it. Bending Kamehameha is a Ki Blast super that you can purchase from the skill shop for 1200 Zenny after completing the Saiyan saga. The description reads, enter additional input after firing to make the Kamehameha chase your opponent. This is a very clear-cut move, so let's get her done. If you only press the input once, then you will fire a basic Kamehameha that is fairly limited in range. You can use this variation off of knockbacks, although sometimes it'll miss. You can also use it off of knockdowns, just make sure you're not too high up on the map. But to be honest with you, there really isn't any reason to use this skill without its second input. Simply tap the button again to make the wave track your opponent rather aggressively and increase its range too. This feature of the move, in my opinion, makes this the definitive PvE skill of the game. You can use this variation more reliably off of knockbacks, and it's pretty good off of knockdowns too. However, be aware that with knockdowns, there are some awkward altitudes that will make it miss. In PvE, this move is super easy to land even without using it in a combo, due to how good its tracking is. Usually, the AI will try and fail to dodge out of the way. The only time I usually see them successfully dodge this move is when they go for a burst dash. This skill is my go-to every time I do parallel quests and when I do raids. This move can single-handedly get you in the top 3 contributors on a consistent basis. Now, when it comes to PvP, you might be able to catch your opponent off guard when using it raw, but I would advise using that tactic sparingly against players. And just for point of reference, I test all these skills on a type of male Saiyan hybrid between strikes and Ki Blasts, with no Super Soul, so the damage seen in these videos can definitely be taken to greater heights. And that's it for Bending Kamehameha. Probably the skill I've used more than any other in the entire game. Now, there are hundreds, literally hundreds of skills in this game, and I'm trying to cover them all for you guys. But the odds of me knowing every last detail for every last skill is just a little unlikely. So if there are any details about this skill that I may have missed, let us all know down in the comments. Also, every skill so far has been tested on version 1.36 of the game, so if any future updates change how this skill works, also be sure to let us know. I certainly would appreciate it. But with all that being said, I think that's about my cue to bounce. I hope you found what you were looking for in this video, and until we meet again, make sure you take care. See ya!